So, it started, we were in Spoon's house. We found Douglas at the town master's hall because we basically make a lot of noise in the tavern. Uh, then we think that the town master is corrupt. I personally sure of it. He said the brigands was the mercenaries. Then a mob of peasants came to us. My god, my notes are a mess as fuck. So we entered the cellar of the manor where we went to go exploring to see if we found anything. We found a few of the brigands, beat the floor, wiped the floor with them, and left one alive for interrogation.
Alright, gain inspiration if you didn't already have it.
I already have it.
Just a slice, but. Alright, so how are we proceeding here? Because we have a
First,
very unconscious man bound and ready and at our mercy.
mm,
Should probably have my first.
first I'm going to search his pockets or something. See, take all his weapons away.
Alright.
Do I need to make a check or something?
He had his weapon in his hand when he was knocked unconscious, so you gain a short sword.
Okay.
I'll add that to your inventory in just a second.
I was going to look for his pockets in case he has a knife hidden or something.
Alright, make me a sleight of hand check.
Okay, I have disadvantage in that, so that's awesome.
Wow. So yeah, you go about patting around his pockets, but it seems your heavy metal gloves are very terrible for this, as you can hardly even get the tips of your fingers into his pockets far enough to
Okay.
really find anything.
At least it wasn't a one.
Well, for you,
Okay,
it would be a
I'm going to
zero,
put
so
him right here in the middle of us, leaned against the barrels, and
alright.
try to wake him up with the water.
There are easier ways to wake someone up, mate.
Well, you weren't going to wake so soon. You took quite a knock on your head. So, friend, what can you tell me about this place?
Two words. Fuck off.
Okay, since you still are a little sleepy, I'm going to push his head against the water.
Uh, make me a strength check. Or athletics, rather. So yeah, with just one swift motion, you grab him by the back of his neck and just slam his face in the water. And hold it there for just long enough where the bubbles start to slow before wrenching his head back out.
So, friend, woke up?
What do you want to know?
Again, what is this place?
This is our hideout.
Well, that's quite obvious. Do the chief is in here?
The boss, the last staff, he's around somewhere.
Okay, how many people do you got here?
Dozen or so.
Just a dozen? I want to ask him, is just a dozen really? And can I roll insight?
Yes. You having difficulties finding it, or
Huh?
you were gonna roll insight?
Yeah, I asked if I could. I was
Yeah, I
waiting
said
for the
yes.
answer. Sorry.
He doesn't seem to be lying.
Okay. Um, are they all armed for combat or they lazy around the workplace?
Just about everyone here's got a weapon or two.
Hey, so friends, I think I'm going to leave you close to the barrels to make company, and we're going to have to deal with your boss.
Alright. So just leaving this man here fully conscious.
No, actually, I'm going to hit him with my shield to make him sleep.
Uh, roll me a straight strength check for that.
Okay, just a normal strength.
Yeah, just straight strength.
Oh, shit.
You get a good swing in and catch him with the flat side of the shield rather than either the ends to lessen the blow, and you render this man unconscious once more.
Okay,
He's probably got a minor concussion at this point, but he'll live.
okay, after we finish here, we can deliver him to the proper authorities.
And while you're interrogating, Krill's gonna pick some pockets of the other two that haven't already been checked. Finding a
That's
moderate
five.
amount of coin.
Our current bankman is sleeping, standing up. Hmm.
He's still in the battle
I-
trance.
yeah, probably. Okay, can I move to here to see if I see anything?
Move to where? Where are you moved to?
Uh, okay,
Discord's being
there's
Wonkian.
nothing. Is there anything here besides the beds and the crates?
It appears to be a storeroom pressed into service as living quarters. There's two double bunks against the walls near the door, while barrels and crates fill the southern half of the chamber.
Is there anything useful on top of something?
Make an investigation check.
Investigate.
I know I had it written down where what the things are in here. Going through some of the barrels, you find that they contain basic provisions such as salted pork and beef, flour, sugar, apples, and ale.
Okay. Ale spoon would sure be happy,
I'm sure you
but
would.
I don't think I won't pick anything up.
Alright.
And red must be heavy as well. Oh, you added another short sword for me. Racism. How do I take something out of my inventory?
How do you mean? Oh. You click on this little lock at the bottom, and then the trash can appears.
Okay, thank you. So there's nothing here. Probably something on this door. Oh, Douglas.
Yes.
Did something appear on here? Some noises, perhaps?
Nope. It was very uninteresting. This has been a very uh, eventful watching of the outside. I think I'm safe to go with you further inside. Is
Okay.
this a door? This little
This
spot?
thing here, yeah.
Okay. There's this door that I've been staring at. Not much else to look at except watching your fight from a distance. Seems interesting when you tried to waterboard him. Um, let's would have liked to do the same. Let's see if we can't open this door.
Okay, let's go, Crow. Spoon is repeating the battle in his head. I don't think he will wake anytime soon.
Sounds like him. Probably write it out. Well, I don't think he can write. He'll probably tell us about it again later on.
Probably. Oh, let's go. Crow, you are the smallest. Okay, forget it. I will go first.
No faith in me?
No, no, it's just you. You are blind. I want to see if there's someone in the room.
So you're just gonna not pretend. So you're just gonna pretend I didn't hit a guy from 20 feet away with a knife a minute ago.
You have a point. Okay, you can go first. Make sure to not make any noises. It's
Okay.
better to surprise them than they surprise us.
Krell's gonna make a sleight of hand check to check this door for traps, and having not found anything noteworthy, he's gonna slowly open the door. No, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Scrub. Didn't want to move. She'll slowly make her way up and make a perception check to listen down this hallway. I'm getting all my good rolls down, but suck ass in combat later. And doesn't detect anything within her auditory range as she begins to move further into the room. It's all clear, guys. Let's go.
Hey. Hey, is this a double door?
It appears to be, yes.
Okay,
A little
this hallway is suspicious.
Okay.
just. It does look like it's made of dwarven stone, though, so I could check for traps, see for any irregularities in the stonework.
That would be my pleasure. Please do it.
What check would that be? Nature,
Investi-
history?
investigation with advantage.
Okay.
That advantage definitely checks out.
It's definitely a good thing.
You realize that this particular section of floor here seems to be made of very similar but slightly different kind of stone.
That is not dwarven stone! How dare the makers of this building not use dwarven stone all throughout? This is a travesty to interior designs.
Well,
Also
it's
traps.
only that part is different. Probably wasn't the owners and perhaps the bandits.
They did a very
Okay,
it's very close to dwarven stone, but if you can tell, it's not. It's not even close.
okay. Now, how do we disarm this?
There has to be some way to get over it. If I had to guess, since it's just on the floor, it's probably like pressure sensitive, which especially isn't good for me considering my weight class. Um, we have to figure out some way to get over that area without activating anything on the floor.
Make me a
They-
perception check, both of you. Alright. So, taking a closer look at the area, Douglas, you realize that on the north and southmost edges, for about half a foot jutting out of the wall, it is indeed dwarven stonework. So at least a small part of this floor could be presumed to be as sturdy as what you're currently standing on.
Okay, so I think it's the outwardmost edges. So if we stick to the north or the south side, just like shimmy along, huddled against the wall, then we should be able to make it without setting off any traps.
Okay, it's probably the best idea. Uh, Rigging off the trap on purpose probably will warn everyone inside. So let's go through the top wall. Do I need to roll and test for that?
Um, roll me acrobatics. There, you begin to awkwardly shimmy along this wall, along the part you believe to be safe, and for the moment it seems to be holding. You get about halfway across the differently marked area. You're about here-ish. What is the heaviest thing that Krell is on her, but isn't wearing. Armor. And Krell's not gonna risk it. She's gonna make an acrobatics check too. As she deftly gets right behind you on that lip.
Hey, only Douglas to go.
I'm gonna get on the other side of y'all, just in
In case.
yeah, just in case.
Alright, so make your acrobatics check.
Ooh.
Somehow you make yourself as nimble as possible with your stout dwarven body and manage to get almost all the way across. Alright, let's give me a second one to finish off your travel across this presumed trap. Ooh, nat 20 with a -1 modifier. So yeah, from where you are, you manage to steel yourself against the wall and just dive towards the door. And you land and wait for a moment, testing out the waters, making sure the ground beneath you is solid as you stand up and you're totally fine.
Okay, guys, it's safe here.
Doesn't look like there's a for all of us though. Can you go ahead and try out the door?
Okay, I going to... Oh yeah, can I test the door for traps again?
Yeah, sleight of hand. Or thieves' tool if you have those. Checking the doors. You find them sheathed in tarnished copper plate, but you don't seem to find any traps of the sort.
Okay. Since there's probably someone on the other side, can I just slightly open the door and look inside?
Alright. Give me another sleight of hand followed by a perception.
Both nines.
And one with a -1 and one with a +1. So yeah, you slide open this door with a slight squeak. And inside you see 3 large stone sarcophagi propped up against each sarcophagus is a human skeleton clad in bits of rusty mail.
Okay, there's not any sound?
Not that you can hear.
Okay, then I'm going to open the door to look inside.
Alright. As you move further inside, you realize that the figures in rusty mail that you had previously seen are in fact carved upon the lids of these sarcophaguses.
Oh. So the thing I thought was corpses was actually carved under the sarcophagus?
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. Definitely weird. Let me see my inventory.
While you're doing that, Crow's gonna make her next acrobatics check to hopefully get the rest of the way across. And she manages to get a little bit further, but not totally across the pit. And Douglas can make his next acrobatics check.
Okay.
Alright, so you shimmy a little bit further down the line, and you're right about to take your last step on what you assume to be as solid ground based on this moving. You stumble and catch your foot on the alternate stone. As the stone starts to collapse into your immense weight, make me a dexterity saving throw. So yeah, as the ground begins to collapse under you, you struggle and go to reach out for something, anything to clasp on to save yourself from what befalls you. And your hands only find purchase on the alternate stone as they keep falling away one after the other as you fall into this pit 20 feet down for 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
How do I add that to my health? Or subtract that?
You just do it like you would regular damage.
The whole ground fall apart or just the part he was in?
Most of the area around him fell in, but the remainder of this area is quickly collapsing.
Okay. Crow is on top of the
And Krell's on
the
the ledge on the opposite side of the
on the true
pit
path,
that
so
he
she's
just fell in.
fine. Okay, since she's fine, can I go back and try to help Douglas?
Yeah. Having heard Douglas fall, Krell's gonna try and make a check panicked at disadvantage, and in doing so, she naturally goes down onto all fours, as that is her natural way of standing. And surprisingly, the ground doesn't collapse under her as it did for Douglas. It appears that her weight isn't enough to trigger it.
Okay, at least that.
Krell weighs like 40 pounds, okay? 41 to be precise.
Oh wow. She's 20 kilos basically.
I'm sure that I've got enough rope in my sack to like toss out and get me out of here. Because don't I get like 60 feet of rope or something like that? Let's see. I get.
Yeah, you got.
Oh, the
I
hempen rope.
forget how much hempen rope it is. I want to say it's like either 20 or 50 feet. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I don't remember. Well, I've got multiple. I've got 10 of however length it is. If it's 20, then that's 200 feet of rope. If it's 50, then that's 500 feet of rope. Either way, that should be enough to get me out of here.
Of course, it doesn't say on the info page for hempen rope.
Nope.
I want to say it's 50 feet,
Okay. Well, sure. I'll use 50 feet of rope. I guess I need to throw it out to um.
Liz?
I on my way to help, so I can probably pick it up.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think Krill can handle my weight or pull me out of this.
I don't think she has any
So I'll.
spells that would help with that either. Nope.
I have 16 strength.
Alright, see you. Grab a bit of your rope, give it a good twirl, and try and toss it up, but it doesn't quite reach.
Oh. Okay.
It doesn't seem like it has enough weight to give it enough momentum to make it up there.
What else do I have? Shield level. Are there? So there's it caved in on me. So there's rocks around me, right?
Yeah.
Can I use the rope and tie it around one of the rocks? That should give it enough weight for me to actually toss it up there.
You sure can. Make me a survival check.
Okay.
Yeah, you managed to get a decent fisherman's knot around this small brick-sized hunk of stone that would serve your purposes.
Okay, so I need you to be very careful whenever I throw this up. I don't want to hurt you, but it's a large piece of stone that I'm throwing at you. Okay, I need you to catch this and then be able to pull me back up.
Okay.
Okay. And I guess I'll try to toss it again.
Alright, make an athletics check.
Alright.
Alright, you give it a good... I meant to give you advantage on that, by the way, I'm sorry.
I can reroll.
Yeah, reroll. Then take the higher. Much better.
Yeah.
So yeah, you give it a good twirl and launch it up in the air. You see it clear the lip of the pit you're currently in, and now Krell and Liz get to make dex saves.
My deck says I'm horrible at it.
So yeah, the brick comes sailing out of the hole. And Liz goes to dive for it, just completely eating the dirt. As Krell jumps up and like just one hand catches it out of the air and holds
Oh my
on
God.
to it for all she's worth. Oh boy. She's definitely not pulling Douglas out of the pit with that check, but she is now holding the brick with the rope attached to it. Somebody outside's grilling. Smells delicious.
Crow, let me try to pull Douglas.
Alright, she's gonna hand the brick to Liz.
Okay, what check do I need to make?
Both of you make an athletics check. Oh boy.
It could be worse.
So Liz
It
has
could be what?
got himself in a good position where he's cradling the brick between both of his arms and he's holding firm, and Douglas just can't seem to get a grip on this rope. He's panicking too much and his hands are all sweaty.
Oh, sorry. Let's try that again.
Alright. Same checks.
Yeah.
Okay, this time is better.
Much better. So yeah, once again, Liz braces himself against the ground and holds onto that brick for all he's worth as Douglas starts scaling the wall using the rope to help himself climb. and make one more athletics save or athletics check, Douglas.
Oh, selecting on the screen for some reason.
All right, so you get a little bit further up.
Another one.
You can just about barely reach the ledge as you start to slip again. Make me a dex save.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, just at the last moment, you release the rope and just kind of lunge yourself up with both hands and grab onto the much sturdier ledge and pull yourself out.
Perfect.
Everything is planned.
Exactly. I planned to do that. I needed to get some exercise. It's been a while since I've done any good mountain climbing.
Okay, then here's your rope and your rock if you want to keep it.
Of course. I've got a brand new weapon.
The flail. The medieval man flail.
At least when
I'm
all else
gonna-
fails, Brick does 1d4.
Perfect. I'm gonna add that.
It's the caveman's flail.
brick.
Okay, so guys, I just found something very interesting in this room.
He seriously just did.
Sorry, what?
I said he seriously just added that. Not as a
Yeah.
weapon, though. He could have added it as a weapon. But for the minute, it's just a brick in his inventory. I'm not trying to click the inventory thing. There we go. 2-pound brick. Alright, continue your explanation about what you found.
Okay, guys, it's best if you look at it. It looks like some sort of old sarcophagi or something. But it's very well worked. It looks like an artisan made it.
Well, this place is owned by rich people, so I guess they buried their old family members. I was gonna say, coffins down here specifically is a little bit odd to have underneath your house, unless it's not the family members. They could always pay for the coffins, but it could be someone else who's actually in them.
If you look at it, and open the door to show Douglas.
Alright. So you once again pop the door open, shedding a little bit of light into this area.
In any case of darkness, I have my torches.
For the most part, this whole area is lit up. This room might be a little
Okay.
bit dimmer than others, but it is still lit.
I think Douglas also has dark vision, so that's not much of a problem for him.
Well, Krell could be in total darkness, wouldn't make a difference.
Not
That's
in
also
the
true.
slightest. It's within 20 feet of her, she knows where it is.
I'm gonna go up to the nearest sarcophagus. I'm just gonna call them coffin, but sarcophagi. Very nice word. I'm gonna see if Douglas can lift up the lid to the coffin.
Make me an athletics check.
Okay. How strong are these?
Not very.
Oh.
So you grab hold of the lid and raise it up. And as you do, a skeletal hand shoots out and grabs you by the collar of your shirt. And a pair of glowing red eyes lift up
What?
from the end of the coffin and stare directly at you.
Here's the question that I had.
Roll initiative.
Oh.
Okay, net 20.
How do I add myself to the turn order?
I can just add you.
Oh, do I need to be as...
You just have to have clicked on your token first.
Oh. Time to re-roll.
I could just add it manually.
Oh.
Makes life easy.
Okay. So an undead have the courage to appear in front of a paladin.
It's a little egotistical of you.
I am very good at this. You're also a cleric.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so being in the center of combat is not it's not great. Because I can't really do much with what I have. Let's see.
I hate that it does it like that. It's not truly descending. So let me just make that a number higher than what skeleton. Because a nat 20 always goes first, regardless of what the actual number was. So this goes first.
Okay. Since it's an undead, my field, I'm just going to run to him and attack him with my l- longsword.
Alright. 16 will hit.
Nice.
For 9 points damage. So yeah, you immediately realizing the threat of this skeleton, you spring right into action, just spinning around the side of Douglas and slashing your longsword directly into it. What were you about to say?
I was just going to say that I hit the hand since it was holding Douglas.
Alright. So easily enough, you knock the hand away from him, so he's no longer considered grappled by the skeleton. And from behind you, the lid of it. I need to move those. That's annoying. The lid of another sarcophagus blasts open, and another skeleton pops out, making its way up behind you and tries to give you a good shiv with its short sword. 20 will hit this for 4
Oh,
piercing
God.
damage.
How much?
4.
Okay, I heard 14.
If a short sword's doing 14 damage, somebody fucked up somewhere, or you're a rogue. Douglas is up.
Okay, I was gonna use one spell, but I don't think it'll actually be too useful. I can't see my cantrips and stuff like that. Do you know what page that would be on?
Do what?
1d8. Probably don't need to heal you yet. You'll probably be fine. Let's. Oh fuck.
Oh. Yeah, your other 2 cantrips are non-combat cantrips. So, you actually have to scroll through your spell page to see those.
Oh, I'm on. Okay, let's do.
Alright.
Yeah, I was just gonna do that on the immediate skeleton. One action.
Alright, so he gets a dex save. Which he will fail. Or he takes some radiant damage. So yeah, you raise your hand and wave it through the air, generating radiant flames that descend and wreath around the skeleton, burning it for 2 points radiant damage. Forgot to subtract the damage from before. So the skeleton is definitely not looking good, as if it looked good to begin with. As we move on to Krell. Is this worth burning a spell on? Probably not. She's just gonna move forward slightly, using all this clattering that's going on to get a good picture of the environment and draw both of her cutlasses off her back. And first attack will hit for 12 points of damage. She'll use her bonus action for the offhand without proficiency, which will miss. So yeah, this skeleton's looking slightly worse off than the one that you guys were hitting. The skeleton directly in front of both of you is going to lunge out with a short sword attack on Douglas. 14 does not hit. As a third skeleton emerges from the final sarcophagus and moves over to say hello to the paladin that just made its way into its tomb. A 19 will hit.
Say hello.
For 3 further piercing damage.
Okay, 3.
Cool. Let's just hit half as it moves on to his turn.
Okay, I'm just going to swing my sword and directly attack the new undead.
Alright. 17 will hit. For 11 points of damage. So yeah, you swing around and just catch it with a full-on backhanded swing. Almost completely collapsing its rib cage as you do so. The skeleton that Krell had previously attacked is going to turn to her and attempt to give her a good short swording. 10 will not hit Krell. As we move on to Douglas's turn.
I really just want to take out one of these skeletons, but I really shouldn't. They're so close. They're just so close to dying. Let's do this one.
It definitely that makes a good difference that you can see the relative health of an enemy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Healing list.
What level did you just cast that at? Because you should only have level 1 spells at this point, I believe.
Oh. Well, it just asked me what level I want to cast them at, and I thought Douglas was level 2. Or is that not how
No,
those specifics?
it's not your character level. It's the spell slot level.
Oh,
You don't
okay.
have any second level spell slots yet.
Okay.
I
Well,
think you get one. I think you get like 1 or 2 on your next level. But so yeah, you heal this. You said
yes.
for 6 points damage, bringing him back up from above half and damn near back to full health.
Okay, thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome. It's my job.
We literally find him healing people, and that is mostly what he's contributed. Krell's gonna move over here, shoulder to hip with Liss, and swing that cutlass again. The 19 that'll hit on the same enemy for 7 points damage. Taking it out of the equation. Then bringing that offhand sword around. With a nat 20. For 14 points damage. Take out the other one.
Wow.
Dual wielding is only overpowered on certain occasions. Usually when you actually have the dual wielding skill and get proficiency. Or the dual wielding fighting class. Both of those for the turn. Last skeleton's gonna make a desperation stab at Liss again, completely missing as it moves on to his turn.
Okay, since his last health, probably just going to attack again and
That's
miss
a nat
terribly.
1. Alright. So yeah, you go to finish off this skeleton and your foot slips on the moist cobblestones beneath your feet. Roll me a acrobatics check.
Oh god. I want.
Well, it's a 2 on the dice, so it's not completely hilarious. So yeah, you slip and slam down hard on your back, knocking the wind out of you, and are now considered prone. As we move to Douglas's turn.
I also have not my spells. Actually, I have some weapons. I could use the brick. I don't think that would do, but could use it.
It couldn't hurt. Well, it can hurt, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Let's do 1d4 minus 1 piercing, sacred flame. Warhammer. Do I need to claim beforehand whether I'm using one hand wielding or two hand wielding?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's a different attack in your attack list.
Yeah. I'll two-handed wielding does more damage, so that's stupid for me to say. So if it's okay, I'll use one-handed wielding with my warhammer, since that would be like out of the moment, just like whack.
All right.
Okay.
6 will not hit, unfortunately.
Oh, I just rolled the damage type. What do I need to roll for?
That was the to hit.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. When you click it in your attack thing, it automatically rolls to hit.
Oh,
Then you
okay.
click the name in the chat like such to roll the damage.
Okay. I think I just got confused because it's within the range of 1d8 minus 1.
Alright.
Okay, closer.
Krell's gonna put one of her cutlasses back in her back sheath and huck a dagger at the skeleton. An 11 will miss, unfortunately, as it sails into the wall behind it and clatters to the floor. The skeleton's going to sit fully upright and do a lunging attack down towards Liss with advantage. A 19 will hit for 7 piercing.
Oh wow.
As it just leans up and rams its short sword straight through your gut. And now it's your turn to get a little bit of payback.
Okay. So since I'm on the floor, trust my sword at him again
That'll hit.
on the skull, please.
You can see you quickly clamber back up to your feet and swing your long sword and cleave his skull cap clean in half as he crumbles back to inanimate bones in his sarcophagus.
Oh hey, that was a surprise.
Yeah, that was fun. Um, they. How old do y'all think those skeletons were?
I mean, at least a couple of decades to all the flesh have gone.
Krell does not
Maybe.
know enough about human decomposition to answer that question.
What
Uh,
role about human decomposition?
History?
Okay, Douglas could do that. Let's see.
Oh yeah, what are the skeletons wearing?
Um,
Or are they just like fully naked?
I was literally just looking at the part. How'd we go? I was on this version of the character sheet. Basic rags and tattered armor.
Oh, okay.
Probably not worth anything much to you, and with a
Yeah,
history
I just want
check,
to
you
know.
can tell that these are easily 4 or 5 years old.
Liz, do you remember how long ago those people went missing?
Uh, Not necessarily.
It was
I think
probably a
recent, but
shorter time how long these skeletons have been dead, especially considering what they're wearing. They might
insert
still be alive.
And in
probably.
addition to that history check, you can also tell that of these 3 skeletons, 2 are male and 1 is female.
Okay. Well, Liz, 2 are male and 1 is female. I don't know if that means anything to you.
Mm,
You know the genders of the people who went missing?
Unfortunately, I don't know. Or do I? Can I roll history?
Um, I don't know if that was ever revealed, actually.
The only
Okay.
I can remember is the fetch boy that the evil mayor towns person was talking about, who used to clean the feces of the prisoners. So that may count for one of them. Probably not though, considering the time frame. It's more likely that these are bandits, maybe. I don't
Well,
know.
there. I thought there might be bandits. but I don't know. They look old, and let me look at the sarcophagus. Is there anything on the sarcophagus or outside? Any marks inside or outside?
Um, in a, oh, I just had it. Make me an investigation check.
Okay.
From what you can see, you can make out more details in the images carved into these lids, and they appear to depict people of noble lineage.
Noble lineage. Why would the bandits have access to nobles' corpses?
This house used to be owned by someone wealthy. It's been abandoned for a long time. We just went through a wine cellar and can like this whole house. There's no way that a bandit could afford this. They're what's the word? They're squatters.
That makes sense. When they said wealthy people, imagine wealthy merchants. But desecrating bodies of the dead, that's something. Okay, I don't think there's anything valuable in here or useful.
No, we should probably keep moving on. Before we do though, is it? Can I heal this or?
Yeah, you can heal outside of combat.
Okay, let's do that. I'd like to heal him and myself.
Alright.
Is there a limit to how many times that I can do that?
Only limited by the number of spell slots you have of the level of that spell or higher, which is the number at the top of the spell list there.
Okay.
So, like for Cure Wounds, which is your default healing spell, you only have 3 uses of first level spells, since you already used one earlier. Healing both of you will put you at 0 first level spell slots, making you unable to use first level magic until you rest again.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just go ahead and heal him, and then I'll be okay for myself.
Yeah, I think you're still at pretty much full health. So
Okay.
yeah,
No.
this heals for 4 points damage.
So I go back to 10.
It's above half.
Yeah, I guess so. But yes, like you were saying, let's continue onwards.
Okay. So there's 2 doors now.
You think this is a bad time to split the party?
That's a horrible time to spend the party.
Anytime is a good time. Anytime's a bad time to split the party. But let's round up experience first. Everybody gains 120 experience, both for the fight and for successfully passing the trap.
Okay, 755.
And Crow just barely got enough to hit level 3. I think Douglas actually missed 100 XP from the last session from the fight. So, add that in.
But he gained full experience on watch.
Yeah.
Good time to self-reflect. What do you think, Liz? Should we go left or should we go right?
Didn't you say you had to leave about now?
At 6, I do.
Oh, you're 6, not my 6.
It's time zones.
Right.
I just looked at my clock. I'm like, it's 6:11 here. My brain didn't even think time zones.
It's 7:11 here. Okay, let's do the reasonable thing. I'm going to toss a coin. Heads to the right, tails to the left.
Alright.
Okay.
One is heads.
Uh,
I did not write that out right.
okay, how do we
Is
how do
head
we go
or
to the coin?
Like that.
Okay,
So heads.
okay?
heads. Okay, to the right then.
Oh, okay. That's fine. We can go right. It doesn't matter either way.
Yeah. I'm going to slightly open the door, look inside.
You're doing that.
This is
Krill's
so boring. Open the whole.
While you're doing that, Krill's gonna do a little more investigation around, see if she can't find anything of worth.
Okay, I should probably have looked at the door for traps, but I forgot it. So it's the sleight of hand and perception, right?
You already stated that you were opening the door, so you slowly creak the door open.
Perception to look inside. I bet there's going to be a time when I think, I found nothing on the other rooms, and I'm going to open. There's like 15 people.
So yeah, you creak open the door. And as you do, you see a gentleman on either side of the door frame.
Okay, do they look alarmed because we did a lot of noise here?
They definitely look at the ready.
Okay, I'm going to do just look at Douglas and make a sign of Sue.
Crow move over to join.
What are we going to do?
Just go ahead and go on through the door. Might as well. Or we can go through the other way if you'd prefer.
Okay, I'm going to slightly close the door and try to go the other way.
Just as you go to close the door, this man here will reach out and grab the door, preventing it from closing, and
Oh,
yank it
wonderful.
wide open. And now we're back in combat.
Douglas,
Awesome.
I knew we should have gone through the other door.
You just told me to open the door wide for once.
He did. He's very indecisive. Let's see. Oh, I need to actually click. Let's do that this time. So, my zoom is being weird on my, hold on, maybe if I refresh it, it'll be better. Nope. My zoom on my Roll20 is to where, like, it's weirdly zoomed in on the map, but I can't zoom out to see the rest of the page, if that makes sense.
That's kind of weird. Do you not
Yeah,
have the
so it's
zoom
like,
slider on the right side by the chat?
I do, but that's, it zooms the map itself, but my problem is the window screen, and I also don't have a vertical slider to see the left and the right side of the screens. I just refreshed it, and it's not. Maybe I can exit out and come back in.
It's weird. Never seen that
One of the
before.
many love Roll20.
It's good when it wants to be.
You know, at least this campaign, there's not a bunch of crashes where the site just randomly decides to reload and
Look at that.
delete.
I roll your initiative. You're pretty high up in the order. Well, higher than Alyssa
Oh.
anyway, but he rolled a 4, so.
You know what?
Not very hard to pass to that.
Oh.
These mooks still aren't worth spell slots. I don't want to burn spell slots in case we need more healing later.
Got one spell.
I have 2 spells.
I've got some wine. I mean, it might not heal you, but it might make you feel better.
Well, you still got cantrips. You can cast those an unlimited number of times.
That's true.
I believe you do have the attacking cantrip Sacred Flames.
I'm
So
very
it's something
sad that I
huge.
don't have any cantrips.
Alright, Krell's on a pretty direct line with this guy, so she's gonna attempt to throw that knife again. That's a 20. So that'll hit. Dealing 8 points of damage on this lad here as he catches a knife in the ribs.
Ooh.
And he's already not looking too hot. It's that guy's turn, so he's gonna turn his back from the wall and see Liz, and assuming that's where the knife just came from, take a swing at him. Well, 2 really. Ooh. First one misses, but second one's a nat 20 for 5 points damage.
Okay, at least it's only 5.
At least it's only 5. Did you just heal for like 4?
I have my healing spells. I was going to save them for a last resort, and this looks like
The other ruffian, having just wrenched that door open, is only going to be able to take one of his 2 attacks. 21 will hit, though, for 5 more piercing damage on Les.
5 and 9.
That'll put Les on the ground. As it is now Douglas's turn, as his companion just collapses to the ground in front of him.
Perfect.
What?
Oh, I thought you just went prone. Nope.
Nope, he's bleeding quite a bit.
Douglas is just gonna have another deep and long sigh. Let's see. I do have Spare the Dying as a cantrip. So I am going to use this on Liz.
Alright.
Okay.
So you're now stable and no longer unconscious, but you are still at 0 HP. So you have the ability to heal yourself now.
Yes, and I'm going to do that.
And it is your turn now.
Okay, I think Cure Wounds is better than Lay on Hands, right?
Yeah. I think you can actually use Lay on Hands as a bonus action, can't you?
Oh yeah, I can. Not sure.
Yeah, you should
So
say it.
myself, Cure Wounds.
Yeah, Lay on Hands is a full action. Secure Wounds would be the better option for healing. As you place your hand upon your fresh sword wounds and heal yourself back for 8 damage.
Damage.
And Krell's gonna climb over your prone body and rip her dagger out of this man's ribs and attempt to stab him with it. With an 11 that misses. having... That's the wrong character sheet. Dodged her swipe. He's going to make 2 against her. Second one will hit for 6 piercing damage. And the second one's going to gank her from behind. Bloody fuck. First one hits, so she's being flanked, so she takes disadvantage for 3 points damage. Krell's starting to look not so hot. And Douglas is up.
I'm going to use harness. Well, okay, that's as a bonus action. So as my actual action, let's definitely need to move forward into the action. And I'm going to strike the guy who's already at half. Let's do with the Warhammer.
Alright. 19 will hit. Which one were you attacking?
The one that's already at half.
Alright. So you come to Krell's rescue and just ribcage this man with your warhammer as he coughs up a spray of blood all over you. You probably just punctured a lung.
Disgusting. I also have a bonus action. Can I use that, or?
Yep.
How?
Because you do have one bonus action per turn. So you can use that to use your Harness Divine Power, I believe you wanted to use.
Yes, because I need...
gain you back half your proficiency bonus in spell slots, so you gain 1 second level spell back, or 1 first level spell back.
Perfect.
That's your turn, as Liss, who has just regained consciousness and managed to heal himself, re-enters the fray.
I'm going to enter the room right here and attack this guy right in front of me with
Alright.
my long sword.
18 will hit.
For 10 slash.
So yeah, you definitely move around Krell and Douglas with a little bit of fancy footwork and do a bit of a spinning slash. Just right across this man's torso. That's the wrong math. Dealing quite a bit of damage to him. I think that's actually max damage for the longsword currently.
Oh yeah.
No, it was 1 under max. Krell's turn. Fuck it, she's already on this guy. Might as well go for the dagger stab again. Misses again. He's had enough. He's gonna try and get Krell off of him with a shove attack. 8 tested by her 16. So he tries to push on Krell with all his might, but she's got her long nails just gripped right hard onto his shoulders, and he's unable to force her off of him. As the second ruffian spins around to the man who just slashed his back, and he's going to make a couple attacks on him. Pair of 17s, which will miss Liss entirely, thanks to that ridiculous 19 AC. And Douglas is up.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing that I did last time. Back to the core.
15.
Does that hit?
15 will hit.
Okay.
Which guy?
The same guy as before. Just finished it off.
Yeah, you take much offense to him spitting his lung blood into your face, and you just reel back, and drill him again with the warhammer, crumpling him to the ground.
Gonna have to clean this off later. And then you say I get a bonus action every turn, so I'm just gonna use the harness stuff again to regain another spell slot.
You only get one use of that per rest, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Need another
At least
rest
for
anyways.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got your counter right here, just above your feet, that tells you how many you get. Yeah, I don't think you have any more bonus action economy. After that,
I think I'm good.
and this is up to hopefully end this battle.
Just going to straight up trust
That'll hit.
9.
As you decide you're about done with this fight and just run the man straight through with your sword,
9.
ending him. And now as you catch your breath, the danger having cleared, you look around and realize you're in a makeshift jail.
There's someone in there.
Oh, multiple people.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go up to the top woman and try to speak with her. Hello. Douglas knows multiple different languages, so he's gonna let's try this first in common, see if she responds. Hello. Ignore the 2 people murdered over there. That's completely fine, all for the course. We're actually here to rescue you. It's pretty surprising. I think. Wait, well, who are you? Why are you in jail?
A few days ago, these cretins murdered my husband for defying them. Later that same night, they came and took us away from our home. From what I hear, they intend to sell us into slavery. As you glance over to the other prisoners, who both appear to be young boys.
Um, okay, I'm going to search the bandits to see if I can find the keys.
I'm going to do an investigation check of the general room to see if there's any way besides keys, if they don't have any for us to get them out.
Alright, roll investigation, both of you. Going through their pockets, they seem to find a couple of rusty old keys, which could more than likely be used to open these doors. And
Hey.
Douglas doesn't really find much of any alternate means.
Okay, going to try the keys on the cells.
Alright. Which one are you opening first?
First I'm going to open it for the children.
Alright. So you take the first key out and you go to turn it, and nothing really happens. You flip over the second key, slide it in, and it turns with a hefty thunk, and the door clicks open.
Okay, going to Neil to stand the same height as him. Hey, Chun, are you okay? Are you hurt?
I think we're fine.
Hey, are your parents okay? Do you know how to get home?
That's our mom directly across from us. Our dad is dead.
Okay, sorry to speak about. I got to release her and open her cell.
Alright, you try the other key that you tried the first lock, and that one seems to get this door open.
Ma'am, do you feel safe in your own home? If we escorted you out of here and off the premises until we clear out the rest of this, do you think that you would be okay? Otherwise, you and your children are going to have to come with us. In that case, you're really going to be a liability unless you can fight for yourselves.
If you get us out of here, I think we can manage to get back to the safety of town.
Okay. Right.
Okay, it's probably
And that's the
better we leave them at the exit.
Alright.
I'm gonna have Douglas walk with them to make sure that they get escorted out properly because it's very likely that we'll be ambushed in the meantime.
Yeah, better if everyone goes together.
Alright, so we
Yes.
start heading back towards the entrance we once came through. And as we're walking, the two young children are kind of clinging to Les, as they seem to trust him. Alright, how are we planning on getting these boys over and their mother over the collapsed pit?
Okay, that's going to be tough. Wait, what's the size of the pit?
Yeah. How wide is it?
Uh, about 10 feet.
10 feet, and how wide are the coffins?
Uh, just about the same. Maybe about a
Couldn't
foot or
we-
so less.
Couldn't we put two of them and make a sort of bridge, or are they too heavy?
As you recall, Douglas didn't seem to have, or no, you didn't seem to have much difficulty lifting the lid off the first one. And these skeletons, without any musculature at all, had no problem getting them off. So they're light enough to move, but how you would make a bridge out of them is up to you.
I don't know if the coffins are sturdy enough. I think I would feel safer if we just led them down into the pit and then had either me, well, probably not me because I'm not that strong, but maybe you on the other side pulling them out.
Okay, that's probably a better idea. I also don't want to desecrate the coffins even more. So, okay, first, get me down the pit.
It's going to be a really long process if you grapple down with the rope and all that kind of stuff. I would say just like jump down or try to like shimmy pretty carefully.
Okay, then. Can I try to hold the ledge to drop down safely?
It's a 20-foot drop, so there's no real safe way to do that.
Okay, Douglas, I think I prefer the rope method.
Maybe we could use
Yeah, I
the
think-
coffins. The
think
coffins are
s-
just effort to actually go
I want to
across
say
for a bridge.
Spoon's the only one amongst us that actually has climbing gear
Oh.
other than rope.
Yeah.
Oh god. And Spoon is currently in the world of dreams.
Yep, he's the only one that has climbing gear.
I say we grab the coffins and then we grab the dead bodies, and maybe that'll provide a cushion for us to jump down into.
I I really prefer not to. I
Hmm.
mean, these poor people already have been resurrected by the bandits to fight as slaves, minions. Desecrating them even more would be wrong.
Uh, I mean, they don't know much. They're dead now, so
Still, it feels wrong.
do you want to the difference between desecrating these corpses and getting these children and their mother safely across here could be the difference here. You really want to get moral right now when it's causing and when the safety of these people is being compromised. The longer that we wait here, the more time that the bandits have to show up.
Okay, I guess yeah, I guess you're right. Against all my
Better
my
judgment.
instincts, I'm going to do that.
Great. Krell, I can use your help dragging the bodies into the pit.
Well, she can always try. Give me a second.
Guess Douglas is just gonna be like, "Excuse me, pardon me, just gotta grab this body real quick." Do I need to roll anything to do this?
Just athletics.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Athletics.
Oh, okay. Do I need to roll per body, or is that
Just the one's good.
okay? So I'm gonna have Douglas toss grab the skeleton, pull them back. Also, the fleshy guard bodies.
Alright. So you spend a couple minutes just making a pile of corpses along the ledge of this pit. I gotta say, this is one of the more creative uses for corpses I've seen.
Okay, great. Now a cushion for you to fall down on.
Okay, it's probably better if I go first to help the women and children. So, can I go first? Do I need to roll anything?
Uh, So you're tempted to just jump into this pit on onto the pile of corpses?
Yeah.
Okay, make me. Yeah, what do you roll for this?
A constitution check?
Acrobatics
Acrobatics, okay.
to try to accurately land on corpses. Alright. So yeah, you jump down into this pit and the corpses cushion your fall, and you only take 4 points of damage from the fall.
Yay. Uh, okay, Douglas, I think the the, the women children might get hurt if they do the same.
So at this point, you realize that it's only this 5x5 space that's even broken open.
So you need to break the rest. I have my spear, I can just start breaking.
We could see if they shimmy along safely, and then if they fall, they do have the corpses.
Yeah. Yeah, Krell can just walk on top of it.
And she does just that.
Crap. Them with how nimble she is.
Crow just walks across to having earlier discovered that her weight doesn't set it off.
Oh, the children's weight probably don't set it off either. Krell's 40 pounds, but they're like 90 probably.
Yeah, let's say they're human males, both about teenage.
Oh,
One
never mind.
significantly older than the other, but both of them around the teenage.
But they probably don't have swords and armor on them.
I still wouldn't trust it. They're probably gonna fall if they don't pass it. If they're not nimble enough.
They're commoners, so they don't gain bonuses to any stats. They're just 10 across the board, completely average.
So they have higher dexterity than me.
Apparently. They're also stronger than Krell.
I'm gonna have Douglas also try to walk across the space. Let's see if roll another dexterity check. See
You're
if he
going
makes
for
it.
the ledge, or just trying to walk across like Krell did?
No, I'm just gonna go across the ledge.
Alright. So you begin shimmying across the ledge as you did once before, now slightly more aware of what waits below if you fail.
Okay, and do I need to roll another one?
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a nat one. So yeah, you go to take yet another step and your foot goes straight through the floor and
Again.
you take another tumble straight down into the pit. Taking only 3 damage this time. And let's have Liz also make a dexterity save as Douglas is careening towards him. Oof. So yeah, you look up, waiting for something to happen, and all of a sudden, Douglas just comes falling through the floor straight at you, also dealing you 3 points of damage.
Nice, and at one.
But you're not dead.
Yeah.
Okay, women and children, time for you. It's your turn. Well, we have to somehow get out of this pit, and Krell has to drag us out.
Oh god. Okay. First, let's get the.
So,
First, let's break the rest of the trap so we can put the rope safely.
yeah, it occurs to me that you two are the only ones with rope. And you're
Yep.
both already in the bed.
There's a lot of rocks down here. We can make another, but
Yeah.
first
I'll
I'm going to use
um
my speed to break the rest of the hole.
okay. Break the rest of it. I'm gonna toss the rock and the rope up to Krell. Roll.
As you
Is it straight?
go to reach your spear up, trying to knock loose the remaining stone and wood that's supporting it, you realize your spear's not quite long enough to reach.
Okay, that's sad.
And your spear only gets you 10 feet of reach, but this is a 20-foot hole.
Uh, my height is.
Probably not 10 foot.
I am 6 feet. My spear plus my height and the length of my arm don't reach.
Nope, you're just a couple feet short.
Oh gosh. Oh, crabs up there. She can always do it.
Does Krell have a way of doing it without immediately alerting everyone to your existence?
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm trying to figure out if I have anything that isn't going to cause a massive amount of sound when I do this. This is what happens when your board is
I-
all sound based.
Oh.
Because
Couldn't
I
she
did just
just
pick
hit
up a spell
the?
that can easily obliterate all this, but they're going to hear it for.
Couldn't she just hit the ground and make everything fall out?
Oh, this one doesn't actually make a massive amount of sound. Despite the name. So yeah, Krill's gonna take out her tuning forks and clang it against her armband, and the sound builds and resonates, and suddenly all the stone and wood comes tumbling down upon the pair of you two as Krell casts Shatter on the floor. Which, everything in a 10-foot radius centered on that point makes a Constitution save. Creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage. Non-magical object being worn or carried also takes the damage. And inanimate objects are also destroyed.
Oh, nice.
So, she shatters this stone into gravel as if it was nothing. At the cost of one of her newly obtained second level spell slots. Because Krell hit level 3 after that last battle. Well, the skeleton battle, rather. I haven't given out the experience for the fight.
Now that the area is clear, I'm gonna try to toss up the rock with the brick with the rope.
Alright, athletics check. Alright, let's see if Krell can catch again. Yay. Even with your subpar throw, Krell manages to actually catch on to this one and hold it tight.
Okay.
It's a good 50 feet rope. So she's gonna pull the slack as she goes around this corner into the other room and gonna make a sleight of hand check to try and secure it to something sturdy. Ah, nat 20.
Oh wow.
Of all the things to roll a nat 20 on, it's tying a knot. Yeah, she ties a perfect slip knot into this. So it ain't going anywhere. As you guys are now able to pull that line taut against whatever it was she tied it against. It's all clear. You can climb up it now.
Okay, first we need to gather the family.
Both of us should probably climb out. Or maybe we can stand down here and we can brace their fall.
That's my idea.
Should I heal you first in case one of them comes, like, too fast?
Eh, Probably a good idea. You should probably stock some potions when you get to town.
Spoon has all of her potions.
I'll use the other
Why are
spell
we
slot.
letting a frontline fighter keep all our healing stuff?
Because I'm never. uh,
9 points healing this time.
And help points. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I'm going to stay on the top of that pile of bones we made and open my arms to pick up the children. Now you got to jump. Trust me.
Let's make some constitution saves.
Constitution save.
Not you. It was for the woman and her
Okay.
children.
Sorry.
The two children are putting on a brave face and are ready to jump, but the mom's putting her arms out protectively, not wanting them to risk that.
Ma'am, trust me. You ain't gonna get hurt. I'm here to pick you up. In
Trust
any
me,
case, I
ma'am.
still have my.
Trust
I
me,
still
ma'am.
have
Well,
my.
sorry,
Uh?
now. I keep doing
Okay, sorry. In any case, I still have some healing spells on me.
it. So, yeah. Man of the cloth casually tells woman to let him feel her children.
Don't let what?
Man of the cloth begs woman to let him feel her children. I think judging by these tokens, they're both girls too. Roll
Okay.
persuasion.
Persuasion.
Wow. Okay. I guess I have to trust you if we're going to get out of here. Alright, time for kids to make some saves. Actually, they don't get saves. They should jump 20 feet into a hole.
All my arms, not on the whole.
Okay, make me 2 dex saves to catch each of them. Okay. Okay.
And sad.
Alright, so the younger one, being the more brave, runs and jumps off first, and you manage to catch her. And just as you're getting ready for the second one, you watch as she plummets to the ground next to you, taking 4 points of damage, and is knocked unconscious.
Oh god, okay, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on her.
Children
Alright.
are weak.
Well, technically all commoners are weak. They only have 4 HP.
Wow.
Okay, and
The
to
one you
zero spell.
successfully caught took half damage. The other one took full damage, which is 4, so you knocked her out. So you reach down at this crumple the girl and lay your hands on her, do your thing, and mend all her various wounds as she gets back up. And now you gotta catch the mom.
Okay. Come on, man. I'm here for you.
Um, Douglas is gonna move up um, after seeing the kids get hurt so badly and try to help him with the mom, because this can only.
Alright.
One is more than fully healed. She took 4 damage and I healed for 6.
Yeah, it just heals her back to 4. So, but the mom goes to jump down. Roll your dex save. Advantage, since you have assistance on this
Advantage?
one. So just roll the save again. Much better. So yeah, the pair of you hold your arms out expectantly for this woman to come down, and you manage to, between the two of you, muster up the strength to catch her properly. And while she does take a small amount of damage, well, I say small, but half a 6 is still 3. She's looking a little worse for wear, mostly because she's terrified of what she's just done. But she is still conscious.
Okay. Are you okay, lady?
She's just babbling incoherently at the moment.
Okay, so can I cast lay your hands on her?
You sure can.
It's one lay on hands for 1 hit point, right?
Yeah, you can expend points from your pool to heal. So you can expend 3 points to get her back to her maximum.
Okay, going to do that. Open.
Alright. So everyone but Krell is down in the pit.
Oh, I
Okay.
do need to out soon. What? I'll. You can just assume Douglas is gonna go back to the entrance, but I'll make a. What do I need to roll to get out of the pit?
Athletics.
2 of them.
So yeah, you managed to put hand over hand, having just done this recently, and make your way to the other side of the pit with Krell.
Okay, I'm going to stay behind and help the woman and children first.
Alright, so
All right, gotta head out, but I'll next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
yeah, all 3 children managed, or both the children and the mother, are able to clamber up the rope and make it to the other side.
Thank God, because I'm out of healing spell.
And now you're the only one left in the hole.
Okay, how do I get out of the hole?
Athletics check.
How much? How many, I mean?
Just the one with that check. Yeah.
This one.
Having seen Douglas and all these women climb up the rope, you follow suit easily and make your way out of the hole. Everyone successfully made it across, some of us being a little more worse for wear than others, and some required healing, but we made it.
Thank
Yes,
God.
Make our way to the previous room, and escort the woman and her children out of the cellar and send them on their way back to town. And we
Okay.
each get 75 XP.
75. So let's leave me with.
I'll add that on.
I'm really bad at making basic maths. Like if it's super complicated, I make like 5 seconds. Okay, 830. I'm 70 XP from leveling up.
See you very soon.
Very soon. So, we were going to escort them to their homes, weren't we?
We were escorting them to the exit because they said they could make their way back to town by themselves.
Right.
And as we finish escorting them to the door, they will turn to Liz and say, watch out for the big bad boss. He carries a staff, so I think he's a wizard. And he has these tall, furry monsters with big ears working for him.
Hey, thank you. We're going to. I definitely going to keep an eye on.
Alright.
Make safe travels.
And that is where we end the session.